Welcome to another thrilling recap, where we dive into one of the most anticipated matches in recent memory. A contest that had fight fans around the globe on the edge of their seats, and for good reason. This was no ordinary match. This was the face-off between Cherneka Johnson and Ellie Scottney, two titans in the world of UFC. The hype leading up to this match was nothing short of electric. The air was thick with anticipation, the chatter was deafening, and the predictions were flying in from every corner. Cherneka Johnson, the seasoned fighter with a track record that spoke volumes of her skill and tenacity, was certainly not one to be underestimated. Her unique fighting style, a blend of precision and power, had seen her triumph in countless matches before. On the other side of the ring was Ellie Scottney, the rising star who had quickly made a name for herself in the UFC world. She was known for her agility and speed, her ability to bob and weave with a grace that was almost balletic. Her previous records were impressive, to say the least, and she was ready to prove that she was more than capable of going toe-to-toe with a seasoned pro like Johnson. The fans, of course, had their own expectations and predictions. Some were rooting for Johnson, drawn to her experience and proven track record. Others were in Scottney's corner, captivated by her potential and eager to see her rise to the top. The debate was endless, the excitement was contagious, and the countdown to the match was nothing short of a spectacle. As the date drew closer, the tension was palpable. The fighters were ready, the fans were ready, the world was ready. Everyone was ready for a match to remember. And let me tell you, folks, it did not disappoint. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's bask in the anticipation that was a testament to the power and allure of UFC. No great match begins without understanding the fighters who step into the ring. In one corner, hailing from the sun-soaked shores of Australia, we have Cherneka Johnson. Known for her speed and precision, Johnson's journey to this match has been nothing short of extraordinary. A latecomer to the world of UFC, Johnson first stepped into the ring in her mid-20s, driven by a desire to push her limits and redefine what she thought possible. Her training is grueling, the stuff of legends, with 6-hour daily sessions that test her endurance, agility, and mental fortitude. But it's not just about physical prowess for Johnson. She's here to inspire, to show that it's never too late to step into the ring and chase your dreams. Across from her, from the bustling streets of London, stands Ellie Scottney. Scottney is a force of nature, a whirlwind of power and determination. She's been a fixture in the UFC since she was a teenager, her passion for the sport ignited by a love of competition and a desire to prove her strength. Scottney's training regime is equally as intense as Johnson's, with a focus on strength and technique that has made her a formidable opponent in the ring. For Scottney, this isn't just a match, it's a chance to show the world just how far she's come and what she's capable of. Both fighters have their motivations, their reasons for stepping into the ring. For Johnson, it's about pushing boundaries and challenging expectations. For Scottney, it's about showcasing her strength and proving her worth. Both are exceptional athletes, their skill and dedication evident in every punch, every move, every moment they're in the ring. But this match isn't just about individual achievement. It's about the sport, the love of the fight, the thrill of the competition. It's about two exceptional fighters, each with their own story, their own journey, facing off in the ring. Both formidable, both ready, the stage was set for an epic showdown. The roar of the crowd, the anticipation, it all comes to a head as the match begins. The referee steps back and the bell rings. The arena, once filled with noise, hushes to a whisper as all eyes fixate on the octagon. Two warriors, Cherneka Johnson and Ellie Scottney, stand across from each other. The tension is palpable, a physical entity that hangs heavy in the air. Cherneka, poised and confident, takes the first step. She moves with the agile grace of a panther, her eyes never leaving her opponent. Across the cage, Ellie responds, mirroring her movements, a dance as old as time. Their eyes lock, each assessing the other, looking for that first flicker of weakness, that first opportunity to strike. And then, it happens. Cherneka lunges, quick as a whip, her fist flying straight and true. But Ellie is prepared. She sidesteps, turning the attack into a miss. The crowd gasps, the air thick with anticipation. This is a chess match, each move calculated, each strike a potential game changer. Ellie retaliates, her right hook a blur. But Cherneka is faster. She ducks under the punch, countering with a swift jab to Ellie's midsection. The crowd roars, the sound echoing off the walls of the arena. The first real exchange of the match, and it's clear, this is not going to be a walkover for either fighter. Both fighters circle, their guards up, their eyes never wavering from the other. They move with a predator's caution, each aware of the danger the other presents. The seconds tick away, the tension mounting with each passing moment. A flurry of punches, a quick duck and weave, an attempted takedown that's skillfully avoided. The strategies unfold, the battle lines drawn. The crowd is on its feet, the cheers deafening. The first round closes with neither fighter giving an inch, their determination etched on their faces. As the first round closed, it was clear this was going to be a match like no other. In every match, there's a moment that defines the outcome, a turning point. This match between Cherneka Johnson and Ellie Scottney was no different. The turning point came like a bolt from the blue, as sudden as a summer storm. It was the third round, with both fighters giving their all, landing punches, each trying to assert dominance. The crowd was in a frenzy, their cheers echoing through the arena. The atmosphere was tense, the kind of tension you could cut through with a knife. Then, in a blink of an eye, it happened. Scottney, with a swift, well-timed left hook, hit Johnson square in the jaw. It was a punch that spoke volumes of Scottney's precision and power. It was the kind of punch that could turn the tide of a match, and it did. Johnson staggered, the impact of the punch evident in her stance, but she didn't fall. Instead, she took a step back, regained her footing, and faced Scottney again. The crowd held their breath, the silence almost deafening after the roar of the previous moments. Scottney, sensing the shift in momentum, pressed on. She moved in, landing a series of punches that had Johnson on the defense. The crowd erupted, the cheers for Scottney reaching a crescendo. But Johnson wasn't done. She fought back, her determination clear in every move she made. The crowd, sensing the unpredictability of the match, cheered louder, their voices merging into a singular roar of anticipation and excitement. The turning point had arrived. The match had shifted, the momentum changing hands. It was no longer a predictable fight. It was a battle, a test of strength and will, where every punch mattered, every move could be the difference between victory and defeat. And in that electrifying moment, the match was transformed. It was no longer just a fight. It had become a display of sheer determination, of resilience, and the indomitable spirit of two athletes who refused to back down. That moment, that turning point, it changed the course of the match. Every punch, every move, it all led to this, the final round. The tension in the air is palpable. You can almost taste the anticipation, as thick as the sweat that drips from the brows of our fighters, Cherneka Johnson and Ellie Scottney. These women have given everything they've got, pouring their heart and soul into this match. Their determination is etched on their faces, their spirits unbroken despite the relentless onslaught of the previous rounds. They're not just fighting for victory, but for honor, for pride, for every dream that's been pinned on this moment. The crowd is electric. Each punch thrown, each move made, is echoed by a collective gasp or cheer. The audience is living and breathing each moment with the fighters, their emotions ebbing and flowing with the tide of the match. Every eye is fixated on the ring, every heartbeat synced with the pounding rhythm of the fight. As the final round unfolds, the desperation is tangible. The fighters are weary, but their will is ironclad. Cherneka Johnson, the fierce warrior, launches a rapid-fire series of punches, her eyes ablaze with determination. Ellie Scottney, the nimble tactician, weaves and dodges, countering with a swift, powerful uppercut. It's a dance of strength and strategy, an intense ballet of bruising and battering. With each passing second, the stakes get higher. Every punch could be the decisive blow. Every dodge could make the difference between victory and defeat. The fighters are locked in this brutal ballet, their concentration unwavering, their resolve unyielding. The crowd is on edge, their breaths held in suspense. The energy is fever pitch, the excitement almost unbearable. The final seconds of the round are a blur of movement, a flurry of punches, a testament to the fighters' endurance and tenacity. As the buzzer rang out, the crowd held its breath, waiting for the decision. The dust settles, the crowd waits. The result of this epic battle is about to be announced. As the last echoes of the final bell fade into the charged air, the arena is a sea of anticipation. Every heart, every breath is held in the balance as the decision that will seal the fate of this match hangs in the air. The tension is palpable, the suspense almost unbearable. The referee gathers the two warriors at the center of the octagon, their faces etched with the marks of a grueling battle. Cherneka Johnson, the seasoned veteran, stands tall, her gaze steady, her spirit unbroken. Ellie Scottney, the promising newcomer, mirrors her opponent's resolve, her eyes reflecting the fire of a fighter who has given it her all. The verdict is delivered. The crowd erupts, a wave of cheers and boos, a cacophony of emotions. Some rejoice, others despair, but all are united in their admiration for the spectacle they've just witnessed. The fighters' reactions are as diverse as the crowd. One is jubilant, the other gracious in defeat, but the respect between them is evident, a testament to the spirit of the sport. Johnson and Scottney meet at the center of the octagon, their battle now over. The rivalry that once fueled their fight is replaced by mutual respect. They share a nod, an unspoken acknowledgement of the other's prowess, a salute to their shared passion. It's a poignant moment, a reminder that beneath the fierce competition lies a deep respect for one another's journey. As they exit the octagon, their paths diverge, but their stories remain intertwined, forever a part of the tapestry of this sport. They leave behind an empty octagon, but the echoes of their battle will resonate long after the night is over. And so ended a match that will be remembered for years to come. Now that the dust has settled, it's time to break down this unforgettable match. Diving right into the action, Cherneka Johnson and Ellie Scottney presented us with a masterclass in combat strategy. Johnson, known for her aggressive style, came out swinging, using her powerful right hook to keep Scottney on the defensive. But Scottney, ever the tactician, was not to be outdone. She used her nimble footwork and quick jabs to keep Johnson at bay, turning the aggression of her opponent into an advantage. Key moments? There were plenty. But one that stands out is the third round, where Johnson launched a flurry of punches that would have overwhelmed any lesser opponent. But Scottney, displaying remarkable composure, countered with a well-timed uppercut that turned the tide of the match. Now let's talk about strategies. Johnson, relentless as ever, stuck to her game plan of overpowering Scottney with her brute strength. On the other hand, Scottney played the long game, using her speed and agility to wear down Johnson, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It was a classic case of power meeting finesse. This match was not just another notch on their fight records. For Johnson, it was a chance to prove that she's more than just a bruiser, that she could go toe-to-toe with the best and hold her own. For Scottney, it was an opportunity to showcase her tactical brilliance, demonstrating that strategy and patience can triumph over raw power. And the turning points? There were a few, but the most significant was in the final round, when Scottney landed a devastating right hook that sent Johnson reeling. It was a moment of sheer brilliance that underscored Scottney's tactical mastery. In the end, it wasn't just a match. It was a testament to the spirit of competition, to the power of determination, and to the thrill of the fight. As we close the chapter on this epic encounter, there's one thing we can all agree on. The showdown between Cherneka Johnson and Ellie Scottney was more than just a clash of fists and feet. It was a battle of wills, a testament to the immense preparation and dedication these athletes have for their craft. From the tension-filled anticipation through the introduction of these formidable fighters, to the moment the first punch was thrown, we were captivated by every second.